Alright, so it looks like this goes on automatically. Okay, everybody. You know, it's so amazing after watching the webinar that I pasted and that I fell behind and didn't even get to see myself. I know a lot of our things are repeated, but there's always golden nuggets in every video. And when you are involved in this business by watching them over and over again, you start to refine what you're going to say and practice through others, how to learn how to talk about everything. What's beautiful is Michelle has a consistent way that she does things, and it always follows a sequence. That's really great. And after a while, you will write down your own sequence and have your own unique way of delivering your message. Today, I just want to talk about the 20 steps of setting up a payment process. When you go through the Legacy Builder push button installing your template into System.io, which is a free hosting service, you will follow video steps, putting in your personal information. You'll also see how everything is done page after page after page, a step process that the funnel goes through. Now, you could use this template or any template in the system and follow the payment process. Once you do it once for your own business, if you are a crafter or you have a book you want to sell, or even an album, if you make your own record, anything that you've designed, whether that be a digital product or a tangible product, you can set up your PayPal, Stripe, or Square. Square I still have to learn, but PayPal and Stripe you can set up through this process. So, and if it's been a while and you're rusty and you forgot how to do it, you can go back to the videos and follow the steps. All you do is, like I always say, change X to whatever it is you're working on, and it all works the same. I mean, it's simple. Once you start thinking that, it's kind of like everything in life, it, even learning programs or software or whatever, graphic software or anything, they're all very similar and they all function the same. And your common sense thinking will start to see the learning is through the doing, and you start to develop an understanding of how it all comes together. Even in the reverse engineering of going through a site, or going through all the material that you want, it's like having the big picture and breaking it all into baby steps. So what they've done is taken the big picture and created all these steps so that while you're working through the whole educational material, you will see exactly how your whole thing had come together, which you can use as your pattern. That's why they call it a blueprint, and use it for anything over and over and over and over again. You can use any templates. You can System.io has templates. You can and you can see how the one is set up for the Legacy Builder program, and by going through it and looking at it, and you'll figure out, and you can safely edit. I would say get a System.io account. I have a link that you can get your free account, even just to start that way. They have a tutorial for you to learn everything to use the System.io program for free. And once you go through that, even just learning the lingo is worth it, because then when you hear it or are trying to do something or listen to a tutorial even further to advanced stuff on YouTube, you'll know what is going on, what they're talking about. And even if you're trying to get money together to build the Legacy Builder program, you're going to need a System.io account, and you're also going to be familiar with the things, because you will need a product. Unless you want to take the time to make your own product, or you already have a product, that's awesome. Um, but again, if you go back to my other video, you want to find a way to make it so your product can't easily be taken. Like some stuff you do want to just give away and let people modify it and all that kind of stuff, but it's about the value. And you'll see what I mean as you go through the course and the program. The value is in the way you start learning to use your mind. That's what this does. It teaches you naturally how to think. Kind of like when you start cooking, baking, working on anything. When you had Legos as a kid, you learn by using your hands and doing. That's why I call this the practice business. You need a business to practice, a business model to practice in that has everything, kind of like a model house. You know, you build the model house. If it's one of those kind that are very detailed, and you'll learn scale, you'll learn structure, you will learn how to put windows and frames and all that in just from the mini version. I mean, maybe you can't afford to build the big house, but while you're dreaming, I'm a big believer in vision and dreams. Actually, hang on. Yeah, so a really awesome friend of mine had given me this tiny house model kit. It's like a blueprint, and it's basically, you could say, like a house building thing in a box, just like a business in a box. And inside it has graph paper and little pieces and things to construct a tiny house in a small scale model, so that you can figure out your layouts and put in small furniture and cabinetry and fridges and appliances and stuff like that. So you can do it on a small scale first before you build the big thing. Because I do know when I moved into this tiny house, I had studied all that stuff for a long time, drew many plans, and you know, even after you have that in your head and you do get in, you know, every measurement and every inch counts in here. And you know, even getting in here, you want to make sure everything will fit, because you're working in a small space. And once you get, it's like carpentry too. I mean, when you're in high school now, you learn how to build small sheds. Same structure, same learning. um, Once you get all the basic core skills of using the tools and understanding a blueprint, learning measurements, and uh, putting the structure together, then you can go big scale. Everything is designed to work that way. This gives you a jump start. You get the practice to do the marketing part. You have a product that you can promote. You have a reason to learn and develop yourself with the graphics, with the different software. And as you are doing this, the mind starts to think, oh, this would work great with this, or oh my gosh, I just learned something. You know, as I was thinking about, I don't know what it would be. Like, say, years ago, I wanted to make porcelain dolls and do that sort of thing. Or, I mean, this could work with my revved up motorsports that I used to have, or anything that you want to do, sewing business, clothing, anything, or other digital products that you'd like to create or design, that anything that can come out of your imagination and you want to turn it into a business from even a hobby. This is the part that everyone struggles with: getting the practice in social media, getting the marketing down to a science, and learning. As you're doing this through the Legacy Builder program, your mind will pick something in there. Like, there's something in there that you're going to relate this to, and then you're going to start molding this like clay to whatever it is you are going to launch this toward in the future. That is what is so amazing, and it gives you the hand-on skills, because everything when you're doing your hands with your hands, and you're doing the steps and getting this up, getting the things up using the platforms, you're building a memory. You're building a memory, and now later, all this will be like when you first learned how to use a computer or drive a car. It's all going to be like, what do they say? It's all in your mind, and you do it in your sleep basically, and then you can get to the important stuff where you can focus on uh, taking the time to develop something, create something, engineer something, craft something. Once you get all this stuff taken care of, because the system is important. It's important to have a framework of how to get. It's like your storefront. The the main page is your door, and then you have each different place and thing to go to, and the checking out, like at the till, at a store, a cash register, and then servicing, and yeah, all that. This is going to develop your mind to understand going from hard things like a store you walk into to now thinking about, you see all these websites, you purchase things through websites, but now it's going to be your store. You're putting a product in there, and you're creating a payment process to pay for the product for your customer to receive, and you're learning the virtual or the back end of things. This is just one part of learning that you're going to learn in here, along with other parts that pull it all together and do things outside of this blueprinted created system, that are part of it, like a store, hard store, uh, will contact a newspaper company or a um, radio station or whatever for their marketing media. That's where the social platforms are, or the classified ads. Oh, that's important. You've probably run other businesses before, but it's now learning the online part, how to go from that thinking of physical doors and to now going and post offices and receiving goods in your hand, to now receiving things like, if you're used to having Kindle digital ebooks and all that kind of stuff, receiving information that is brought in as data, and then printing it out if you want a hard copy of all the stuff you're learning. Most of our learning is done in video format, which is exceptionally wonderful, and very difficult to lose out there, or so everything's digital, and then there are print offs that or you just write in your notebook. But when the course is all videos and in a vault and everything, it gives that a great value, of course, because of speed, time, and not easily being able to replicate or take, or so you, you can go back and summarize everything I said, and see what I'm talking about the things you learn in the business in a box, like a box, and how it creates the whole thing, how you receive the whole thing, how it was created, and how you deconstruct it, and then see how that all functions, and then remaking it into your own thing if you choose to go in that direction, to start your own business and have your own product. And this is a great model to follow, even with community, because a lot of businesses require training, and when you, like, people who start affiliate programs and things, So when you have a community helping, it's not all on you. Then the people who also get involved, it's very win-win because they're starting their own businesses, they're helping and working with each other. That takes a lot off of you. And that not only works, like that's why Michelle had created this, not only for herself. She could have just did this business. She doesn't really gain by it. Like, it's like, there's a package, learn it yourself. She felt that she had in her heart, because she's a mother and had a daycare and everything, and she's like, I don't want these people struggling, and I'm going to pull them all together because I know how daycares and kids help work with each other when they're playing and stuff. You learn through the, I call anything work play. So you bring all the kids together, they start working together, their minds expand, they think bigger, and it takes it off the teacher. Just like in the classroom when you were a kid, the ones who got the idea or the concept very well, they also became teachers and started helping the rest of the classmates in school. That's how it was in the good old days. Yeah, so that is what's so good about community. A time duplication. You can go on holidays, there's going to be people helping other people. You can be quiet too because it's set as a database, so you need to find something in there. It has a search, and you can search all the information. You can see what's going on. You get inspired, you get happy. And there's so much more to this than you could imagine because there's also other parts. And then you can get into learning affiliate marketing. You can work with other people, collaborate, do things that you want to do. And what else is there? And there's even sharing and you can of course use your mailing list after people get involved, and then when you get into other new things or find tools or things that are useful, you'll share and you'll make more sales that way too, even monthly sales if the tools that you are using, like there's one I use right now that I'm just starting to learn for YouTube, and I'm pretty sure I didn't buy it through anybody there, but I think I got a Facebook promotion, couple bucks a month, but there was an affiliate and they make a percentage, and the same with some of the graphic programs and all kinds of things. Even as I'm sure you could even find an affiliate program for refilling your ink cartridges. I know we share and tell people about the gym membership that we may have, or yeah, well, lots of things. Your internet service, your phone. It's no different than anything else. It's just a new way of understanding and a new seeing of opportunities. Yeah, it's been around for a long time, but it's just finally getting acceptable and understood, I guess. Took a long time. Everyone's been busy and distracted and the other ways of life, but I think a lot of the help was when we were in the lockdown 4 years ago. People started maybe studying, learning, and thinking more differently when they had more time to at their disposal, and realizing that it's not scary, and there's no there's no scams, and there's no rip-offs, as you know how to just decipher and recognize and use reputable things like PayPal that back your spending. Yeah, even your bank. I mean, I even purchased some stuff and it was skeptical, and yeah, I should have listened to my gut, but even the banks will cover people are not being good in the system. So people don't have the fear that they used to have about online business. And that is why online business is doing so good. Takes time and years for us to um, learn and see things differently. And I guess who knows how this other part of the digital economy and currency is going to go, but that's going to be another learning curve too if they implement some kind of new um, banking system. We don't know. Anyways, I thought I would share this, and I hope you have a great day. I hope you keep your mind spinning no matter what you do. Be creative, be inventive, and keep growing.